Okay, hi everybody, and welcome on the 4th of November. And welcome along to this Eigenharp seminar today. I'm Aaron, and this is Dave. We're coming to you from Covent Garden in London, as usual, from the Eigenharp's offices. So today we're going to be looking at the percussion features of the Eigenharp. So this is going to be really the kind of tips and tricks of using the arranger and the drummer and whatnot. So as per usual, we'll have a 20-minute or so seminar from Dave here on on the topic, and then we will have a question and answer section. There's some pre-submitted questions already, and then we'll have a open question and answer. So if you've got anything that you want answered, then will be your time to ask Dave. If we're going too fast, or if you can't really hear us, or if there's something you want to explain in a bit more detail, do let us know over the Justin TV chat, and I'll get Dave to go over it again. As usual as well, there's about a 6-second to 10-second delay. From you typing and then us rebroadcasting it. So we're not ignoring you. Don't worry. We're just it's probably the delay if we haven't already seen it. So today the seminar is going to be demonstrated on the alpha here, but you can apply what Dave says to the tau as well, and some parts of it to Pico as well. Some parts of it, like a lot of the arranger stuff, or all of the arranger stuff, won't be able to do on the Pico because the Pico doesn't feature the arranger. So hopefully you've all got your alphas plugged in and ready to go. The other thing is we have, as usual now, this screen of Dave's laptop, so you'll be able to see exactly what he does. It will become bigger if he does anything on the laptop, so don't worry about that. I realise that it's a bit small and the quality is maybe not that great at the moment. But I think that's it. So if you have any questions, again, just put them in the Justin TV, but we'll try and save any questions that are slightly off topic towards the end, and just try and keep any questions that Dave's talking about at a time, just post them then and there. But hopefully you can all hear us as well. If you need us to be louder or anything like that, just let us know as well. Cool. Okay, Dave.
Okay, cool. Hello. Today I would like to talk about the Eigenharp's arranger, or the Eigenharp step sequencer, and also a little bit about the drummer and the percussion keys. I just want to basically just share a few tips and tricks that I've come across using the step sequencer. I'm going to start with the arranger, and then if there's time, like maybe talk about using a couple of third-party plugins that I use if there's a bit of time at the end. But yeah, first of all, the arranger. So I'm using the latest stable version of the software, which is 1.1.24, and I'm going to be demonstrating on the alpha, but anything I do here should apply to the tau as well. Okay, so the Eigenharp default setup has two arrangers built in, and the reason for this is one triggers the sampler 4, so one will play sequences of whatever sound font you have loaded into sampler 4, and the second one plays whatever sound you have loaded into audio unit slot 4. So you can have any plugin loaded there and trigger that off the arranger. Actually, I got that the wrong way around. So arranger 1 triggers audio unit 4, and arranger 2 triggers sampler 4. So first of all, I'm going to start with arranger 2, which is for sampler 4. Hopefully you can see I've got the arranger up here. I get there by holding down the mode key, and I'm on factory setup 1, so I'm choosing the key just above the mode key, which is for arranger 2.
Sorry, Dave, can you just turn your volume off a bit? It's a bit quiet, apparently. Cool, thanks.
Okay, 1, 2. Is that all right?
I think so. Just
let's keep going. All right. So hopefully you heard that. I'm sorry if it's quiet. So I've got arranger 2 here, which is connected to sampler 4. Okay, so we can see the green light moving down here. A lot of you will already know how this works, but I'll just quickly go over it. So the green light shows where we are in time. It will cycle around between 2 points, the start and end point. There's some controls at the top for editing how long the loop is. So how it works is the top two rows are your kind of controls, and then everything from the third row down is your step sequence or window. The most important key probably is on the second row down on course 5, and you can see this is lit green, and what this does is enables and disables the arranger. So without that lit green, whatever I put into the step sequence there, it won't play. With it lit green, it will play. And it's marked on the kind of setup guide as the arranger on and off key. Okay, so here we go. By default, we have this 808 sound font loaded into sampler 4, so I can straight away put in the sequence. So there you go. I put in a basic sequence. Hopefully, the lights are making it difficult to see what's going on here, but there you go. You can see that every red light, when the green line passes a lit key, the sample will play. Each course represents a different sample. So the first course I've got going at the moment is the kick drum that you can hear. Actually, Aaron, is there any way we reckon we can turn the lights down so we can see the...
You can try and switch that light off, yeah?
Good as that. Yeah, cool. So course number 1, we've got the kick drum. Then course number 2, we've got another kick drum 2. Course number 3, we have snare 1. Course number 4, we have a hi-hat. I guess that's a little bit bad. And then course number 5, we have snare 2. Okay, so I can put in a basic pattern quite just like this. So I'm just going to put in a... There we go. And then... Cool, so hopefully you can see that. Okay, so this is a very basic thing. Now, we're not actually limited to just 5 sounds or 5 courses. We have these scroll keys as well. So these are located at the top of the arranger. You can scroll in all 4 directions, and what this means is that we can scroll along and have more sounds. So if I hit the scroll left key, all my lights are shifting across. If I hit it 5 times, I'm now presented with 5 new sounds. So what have I got? I've got a... Oh, I've got nothing. Oh, I've turned it off. There we go. So we've got a clap there. We've got like some kind of rim shot. And we've got a shaker. Oh, an open hi-hat. A shaker there. Okay, so you get the idea. But what that means is we've actually got a window onto an unlimited number of sounds. And we can scroll along or scroll across these sounds using the left and right scroll keys, which are second row down, course 1 and 2. Sometimes it's difficult to find where you are, so you don't want to be getting lost in this kind of infinite window of any number of courses. So how I deal with that is because the loop is only 16 long, I'm on 1 bar. I'll show you how to change this in a sec. I can light the keys at the bottom, and I can put in markers for myself. So the first one here is I put okay. There we go. So I tend to put in markers for myself. So if you can see here, like course 1, it doesn't actually play this far, so it doesn't matter what lights I light up at the bottom. So course 1, I've added a little marker to tell me it's there. Then I scroll across, and the next one I'll put in 2 little lights to tell myself I'm on the second set of 5. And then I scroll across, and I can put 3 lights in to tell myself I'm on the third set of 5. And then last one, well, I can keep going forever, but I scroll across and then I put in 4 lights. This is a handy little way to kind of tell where you are. You can see as I scroll across now, I have these markers to show me where I am. And that's actually kind of really useful. So I know now that I've got my shaker here, and I can see straight away where I am, rather than, and this is my open hi-hat. So I can see straight away where I am using these markers. Okay, so that's sample 4. So this is the default sounds in the sampler 4, and how it works is what we're actually doing is each course is playing a chromatic scale. So course 1, it starts on C, C1. Course 2 is C sharp 1, course 3 is D, course 4 is D sharp, and so on and so on. So what it's playing is the sound font that I've got loaded in on C1. I've got the kick drum sample. C sharp 1, I've got the second kick drum. D1, I've got the snare, and so on and so on. So if you wanted to make yourself a sound font, that's what you'd have to do. You'd have to whatever you want to play on course 1, you'd have to put as the sample for C1 and so on. But another quite an easy way of getting your own sounds in is to use audio unit plugins. And there's loads of plugins out there that work for drums, including I guess like the popular ones are like Battery maybe by Native Instruments. I use one that's called Guru by FXpansion quite a lot, and that's really useful. I was going to show you a little bit more of that. So I guess I'll show you the audio unit one now. So the first thing I'm going to do is load Guru. I'm going to use that, but it could be any audio unit that works with works as kind of a drum sampler type thing. So if I basically first of all I load the Eigenharp browser. Okay, and then I need to put in a audio unit into audio unit slot 4. So I go to the advanced controls for audio unit 4, hold down the mode key on split 1, and choose audio unit 4's advanced controls. I let go, and I hit the browse button for audio unit 4, and in the browser up comes my list of plugin manufacturers. This one I want to use in particular is by FXpansion, and it's called Guru. And it's really handy for using drums with the Eigenharp. But the same kind of principles apply if you're using any other like Battery or something like that. So I'll choose Guru. Guru looks like this. You can see what I've got here is 16 drum pads basically, and that's where I'll drag my samples onto. It's quite handy because these quite nicely link with the percussion keys, so I can quickly and easily assign. See, I'm hitting the percussion keys. I can quickly and easily assign samples to the different percussion keys just by dragging them onto here. In fact, the good thing about Guru is I can drag it straight from Finder, so straight from like a folder, choose a sample and drag it straight onto one of these pads. But it also has a load of kits ready installed. You can go full screen. So if I can scroll down, and on the left here I've got all these kits I can load. So I'll just choose one of them. There's another 808 sound. Okay, so that's Guru. It could be anything, but now if I go to the Arranger 1 instead, press play. Now if I input the notes instead of playing the sound font on sample 4, I'm now triggering audio unit 4, and it works the same. To course 1, I'm triggering pad 1 in Guru, and course 5, I'm triggering pad 5, course 2, pad 2. Okay, and as you can hear, the resolution for each step is now an eighth note or a quaver. So that's the first thing I want to teach you really to do is how to change the step size on the arranger, because you might want it to be a 16th, or it could be anything. So for this we're going to need to use a little bit of bel canto. So we're going to need to use the Eigen commander and type in some commands. So